Hey Libra, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're doing a bit of, a general whatever comes out reading, plus looking into career and finances, as well as grabbing a few cards in regard to health. All right, so bit of everything this week. All right, and I am using 3 different decks today. So, as always, main deck being Lenormand. I've got my new Jester deck here with me. I also am starting off today with the angel messages from the fairies, I should say. Fairies, not angels. It is Shell Crazy Fairy channel, so of course it's fairies. Okay. But also getting some cards for you today from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. Okay, so moving on into it, I'm going to start off with those messages from the fairies cards. Okay, Libra. What's going on for our Libras? What do they need to know? Libra. Okay, Libra. Firstly, your love life, all right? The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better, especially with the second card we're seeing today. Your wish is granted, Libra. What you've asked for is coming true. Okay, so whatever you're asking for within your love life, you're definitely getting what you asked for. Very, very soon. I'm feeling that that's happening as we sort of speak. As I've noticed recently, a couple of, especially within the Libra crowd there, and a few of the signs there, when I'm seeing things about wishes, I am finding it important to mention, be careful what you wish for, because sometimes the things that we desire the most, and the way that wish is granted, it happens in a way that, when it first happens, it kind of feels a bit, daunting or scary. Change is one of those things where it can be very daunting, because it's unexpected, it's different to what you were expecting. So I am getting that vibe that, your wish is being granted, but it may not be happening in the way that you think. Okay, so I'm kind of getting, trust the process, Libra, that, the ultimate end goal is going to be met. It's just the way that we get there is going to probably be a little bit different to, what you had thought. All right. But all along the path, be yourself. All right. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis of your personal power. Okay, so a lot of power in you being true to yourself at this time as well, Libra. Okay, we'll get some extra info for you. Libra, what's going on for Libra? Can I get one for clarity for that third card, please? Okay. As I sort of mentioned with the big, sometimes our wishes come around in a weird kind of way. What we're sort of seeing firstly is the crossroad card. So you're having to make some sort of choice or decision, choosing which path to take. All right, and I'm getting that saying that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. All right, so for some reason that is relevant at this time, when it comes to making your decisions. All right, so keep that end goal in focus. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, so just make sure you know where the path goes. Okay, it's not rather than making a choice out of good intentions, making a choice about what ultimately is going to lead you down the path that you want, what is more likely to lead you to the thing that you want. So your good intentions may actually steer you, somewhere that is not where you want to go. So, be yourself. I'm feeling, once again, be true to yourself, and rather than, following, good intentions for everybody else in the situations, think about the decision that you truly desire. Think about, which path leads you to your truest desires, which path is going to, lead you to that end goal. So when you're making choices or decisions in the near future, think about, the desired results, rather than, trying to just have good intentions and just trying to be the good one, or take the higher, trying to do the right thing, or whatever. Think about, maybe doing the thing that's good for everyone isn't what's good for you yourself. All right, so it's just feeling very important to keep that in mind, Libra, because that decision, or the path that you're choosing here, it's got to do with this masculine energy, which is followed by this is, it looks like a little witch on her broomstick, very apt for Halloween, but it is the whip card. But the whip card can quite often be represented by the broom, which we are seeing, the broom in this particular deck. And it does sort of feel a lot more along the lines of the broom rather than the whip energy. Okay, so it's kind of letting us know that this masculine energy, that I feel like this is somebody around you. So rather than making the decision that this person wants you to make, you need to be aware that your decision may cause some sort of conflict with this person. There may be a need for you to sort of sweep out, clean out, get back to the raw bones of the situation, sweep away all the BS, and really, really, sweep away their concerns, sweep away this any potential conflict between this person. Don't sort of allow that to stop you from making the decision that is right for you yourself. Okay, I know that may sound a little bit, daunting, but it's not this person who's needing to make the decision. It's not this person who is, you and your authentic self and the best choice for you. This person may be actually trying to get you to make a different decision, follow a different path, which ultimately is not actually you being true to yourself, and does not ultimately lead to that end goal, that wish being granted. Okay, because we do see that, I feel like it's just more so worry that there will be conflict with a person over the decision that you make, rather than actual conflict. Okay, you may just be feeling a bit of tension about a potential conflict with this person, but it's kind of letting you know, sweep away your concerns, sweep away their concerns, and fresh slate, start a clean slate, and choose for your own highest good, and choose for, the end goal, that wish that you really desire. Head towards that, rather than, what this person wants. Okay, so this particular person, it is being shown as the masculine energy. I don't normally like to genderize the cards, but I do feel for a lot of you this is actually a masculine that is coming through here. It can sometimes be talking about like a father figure, or like a father model type person, like a role model type archetype father, rather than an actual father, or your actual father. So it may be, there may be a father link, like the father of your children, that sort of a thing, may be your actual father. But I do feel for some of you, it may just be that, that archetype of a fathering type, mentoring type person. They're usually, with the masculine energy, they're usually someone who is a little bit more reserved, a little bit more, non-emotional. They try to be very logical, and I feel like maybe that's what's affecting this decision. They're telling you you're not making you know, the logical choice is this, and you're feeling, no, that's not right for me. So I do feel as though you need to follow your own authentic self when making this decision, because this person, they're coming from logic. Yeah, sure, they may be very intelligent and clever, you know, but they're not you, and they're not following your heart. They're not following your wishes, true desires, you know. So I do feel as though this is someone separate to you, even if that is someone super close to you. You know, don't be afraid of any potential conflict with this person. At the end of the day, you do need to be true to yourself with this decision. Okay, because then we've got that clarified with the stalk. Okay, so rather than any actual conflict coming through, we see new beginnings coming through. For those of you who you know, can bear children or make children, it can talk about pregnancy. It's like that gestation period where, you know, it feels like, you know, while you're making this decision, you're worried about conflict with this person, and it's kind of building up, but then that brand new energy is born out into the world with that stalk energy. It really does stir up brand new energy for you, which, you know, that I'm just sort of intuitively feeling that brand new energy is that wish being granted. Okay, so you're just needing to overcome that masculine energy that is trying to sort of control you a little bit, hold you back a little bit from making the decision that you need to make for yourself. Okay, so just be aware of that. All right, but we'll have a look at career. Okay, career and finances for our Libra. Career and finances for Libra. Balance. Okay, that says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay, so not judging yourself. When it comes to your career or the way that you spend money, do not judge yourself. Just balance those checkbooks, balance yourself with the way that you're approaching your finances, the way that you're you know, balancing that. I'm feeling for a lot of you, it's balance between work and home life, work and love life, all those sorts of things, finding that balance within yourself. And balance is different for everyone. Okay, so some people, you know, their perfect work life balance is, you know, 10% work. Other people, their work life balance is 90% work, and it's finding what's perfect for you. All right, so that may be part of that decision too for a couple of you. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Okay, so just be careful of that within, you know, I'm feeling especially within financial. All right, so you know, it's not, the grass is not greener over at the Joneses. You know, they have their own challenges. Okay, with a bigger house comes bigger bills. You know, so don't allow yourself to be envious of what others have or do not have, you know, or what you do not have compared to others. Stop comparing yourself to others. You are the same as everybody else. We're all just meat and bones at the end of the day, right? Everybody has their own challenges. And like I said, you know, bigger house equals bigger bills. So don't be worrying about that too much, all right? Because, you know, if you've got that dream house, don't forget that you've also got to pay for the dream house, and, you know, pay for the extra, you know, there's a lot more cleaning in those, you know, in a big mansion, there's a lot more cleaning to do. All of a sudden you've got to hire a pool boy, a lawn guy, all this other stuff that you never had to worry about before when you've got just your small little place. All right. Happiness as well. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Okay, so once again, connecting up to that decision, that path that you're choosing to take. So follow your own happiness, Libra. Definitely looking for your own happiness when you are making any decisions in the near future. Being authentic to yourself and following your own happiness. Okay. Anything else Libra needs to know about work, career, finances? Anything else Libra needs to know, please? Okay, is that Can I just get clarity? Why does Libra need to know that? Okay, I do sometimes get this message. So it's presenting itself very pretty clearly and straightforward here, Libra. There is a bit of a red flag here in the form of a person, a fox energy. That's the clarifier of why you need to know about this, because you need to know about this person. Okay, and how this is actually presenting at the moment is, you know, I don't want to be like inspiring fear or anything like that, but this is someone who is a scam artist at the moment. Okay, this fox presents itself in a lot of different ways, but today we're looking at, like someone who's trying to scam you. All right, because I do have the mice card followed by the fish card. As you remember, we were just shuffling and asking, is there anything else you need to know? This is the other thing that you do need to know, is that, there is a potential theft here. Okay. The mouse energy can talk about a loss or a theft. The fish card is directly talking about finances in this situation. So we do sort of see here the sharks in this particular one too. So be wary of this lone shark, or this um, fox like crafty, sneaky, tricky person. Okay, I do feel this is a person with that fox energy there. So just making sure we're looking after our finances and not giving money to somebody without making sure we're doing the full research, making sure that it's not a stupid scam, all that sort of stuff. So this it's real. It's reading as like that online scam type energy, that phones, how you get all them stupid texts and, the phone calls. Like the one I've been getting a lot lately has been the phone calls saying your Amazon account is about to be billed. You need to do this and give us this account number and all this stuff if you don't want your Amazon account to be billed X amount. And, I don't even have an Amazon account. So I'm very well aware that that is a scam. I've been getting another one in my emails too. It's about like, oh, we've accessed all your information, and I'm actually writing from your personal email. And I'm like, well, if you're writing from my personal email, why is it in the spam folder? That's a bit odd. And why do I keep getting the same message? And why are you giving me all these direct threats? And I keep deleting the emails and nothing has happened, obviously. So it's like, some of these scams are very, very obvious, but others are not. Okay, and it's just reminding me of, actually, recently I was at the bank, and I was behind someone in line, and it was very obvious. It was an elderly gentleman, and it was very obvious that he was at the bank because he had been scammed by somebody online, and had sent money to somebody, and had come to the bank, and I felt so bad for this gentleman. And so it was actually, because I'm like friendly with this girl at the bank, and her and I were actually giving him advice on, internet privacy, and how to avoid that in the future, because there was sort of nothing that he could do. Luckily, it was only just a small amount of money, and the bank reimbursed him for that. But, it's more about educating yourself about how to avoid those sorts of things. And, some of those scams are like really, really good. So, just watch out for that sort of stuff. And, if you are purchasing things online, making sure you are, checking all the fine details and making sure that it's safe for you to do so. There's quite a lot of, groups you can join, like communities within Facebook, on even just random online chat groups where you can sort of ask for advice about, is this legitimate? You can Google search websites and check the legitimacy. Like if you type in the web, like the name of the website and then write, is this a scam, question mark, it'll come up with, any reports of those people, being dodgy and all that sort of stuff. So please make sure you're looking into things before you're investing money into things. I do feel for some of you, this is like specifically along the lines of like a loan shark that, if you, put your money here, we'll lend you this and blah. It feels like a scam. Okay, so you do just need to be very wary of that. Just looking at the timing there, it does feel like a little bit closer. I would be sort of saying within the next month. Just be really careful within the next month of a particular scam trying to grab your attention. All right, but we'll have a quick look at health as well. Okay, what does Libra need to know in regard to health? I know, sometimes I go on tangents and tell too many stories and stuff. So, let me know if I'm annoying with my talking too much, guys. I am someone who does talk a lot. Okay, and can I just get anything Libra needs to know in regard to health? Okay, is that what that's what that is. Okay, so firstly we have the marriage card. Okay, the fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. Okay, so what's actually coming to mind here, because I do have the snake and then the flowers. All right, so the first thing that actually comes to mind here is, it's not necessarily talking about marriage. I feel as though it's talking about consummation of a marriage, that type of energy, especially with the snake there, talking about physical intimacy. Okay, so we definitely could be looking at being on our guard against any sexually transferable things. Just being very careful about consummating passion at the moment with people, that physical intimacy, because we do also have the flowers, which is a giving kind of energy. So this could definitely be, catching something. Okay, so just be very careful with that sort of stuff. But also, overall, though, I do feel that marriage is kind of talking about everything kind of link, joining. So if you have been experiencing some symptoms, there is a common factor joining them all together that you may not be aware of as of yet. So if you have been having some health issues, try to find out, these, whatever I'm just feeling for some of you, we may be having like just one random health issue and one random health issue and one random health issue, and thinking that they're all separate issues, but they're not. It's kind of like, there's a marriage there. There's something linking all those issues together. There's an underlying issue that is actually joining. Those are just the symptoms of something else. All right. So keep that in mind when we're looking at health issues. That these little, that thing and then that thing and then that thing, they're actually, it actually feels like they're all one thing, and that those are just symptoms of one thing, and it's not actually three things that you've different for everyone, of course, but it's not actually three separate issues. It's actually all part of one underlying issue. There is some sort of marriage going on between those things. Okay, so it's kind of like that vibe of, you've had a bit of a cough, and you've had a tummy ache at random times, and you were treating them separately, but they're actually part of, the same flu or cold or something. Okay, so it's something along those lines. It's not feeling like anything super serious, but it's kind of thinking about the things as a whole rather than individually. All right. And it's with the snake there, we may be having some intestinal issues coming through. Sometimes that comes through with the snake. Can also talk about worms. Okay, so keep that in mind if you are around animals a lot. Go and take some worming tablets. All right. Um, especially too with the flowers, because like I said, that's a giving energy as well. So things like that, worms, it's contagious. Okay, so the giving energy with the flowers, it's like a contagious type energy. This can also talk about things like hay fever, a bit flaring up. Okay, so if you are someone who does suffer from seasonal allergies or hay fever and those sorts of things, just be aware that there may be a flare up, in the next couple of weeks as well. All right. So that's what I've got for you today, Libra. I hope that helped in some way, shape, or form. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements as always. And hopefully, I will see you all soon.